guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be going over this super glowy, minimal holiday party makeup look. This tutorial is for beginners, intermediate, advanced. Anyone is going to be able to achieve this look. It might look complicated, but I promise once I break it down, anyone can do this. I'm so excited to teach you guys how to elevate your everyday makeup into something that you feel comfortable wearing to a holiday party this year. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Hannah, also known as Hannah with the Lipstick. This channel is full of easy to follow tutorials, try-on hauls, and pretty much all things girly. So if those are things that you're interested in, I hope that you'll consider subscribing. I do a monthly giveaway over on my Instagram, and this month I'm giving away a box of makeup and skincare. The rules to enter are super simple, and I'll leave them in the description box. All right, without further ado, let's hop into the tutorial. All right, so I just put moisturizer on my face. I'm putting some chapstick on my lips. It's really good to start out with a very hydrated canvas. For my primer today, I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer. I love this. It's great. It's super hydrating, and I feel like it always makes my makeup look so smooth and last all day. I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids with the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. This concealer does an amazing job as an eyeshadow primer. Today I'm using the Lorac Pro 4 palette. I absolutely love this palette. This is what it looks like. It has a lot of really pretty mauves and purple tones. It also has a lot of great browns and nudes. This is a really versatile palette. I've had it for a really long time and I still am using it all the time. I'm going to be going in with the shade Chantilly. This is what it looks like. It's just the shade that matches my skin tone the best. So whatever palette you're working with, just go in with a eyeshadow that matches you pretty closely. As our transition shade, we are going to be mixing Pecan and Rosebud. Basically, if you have bronzer at home, you could use that as your transition shade. I'm really looking for something that is a light tone, but is going to give me just a little bit of depth. When I'm blending my eyeshadow, I try to be very sparing. This helps with the blending process. You really don't want to put a bunch of product concentrated in one space. You want to just lightly dip your brush, tap it off, and then start to lightly stroke the area that you want the shadow to go. This is going to help you blend. Also, hold your brush at the end. Don't hold on to it super high up. You're going to be way too heavy-handed that way. You're going to get a more diffused look if you hold the brush at the end. Now that I have that blended out, I am going to be going in with Iced Rose. This is just a really pretty rose gold shade, so you can use something similar. You don't have to be exact, but I am going to put this all over my lid. So I'm going to be using the flat end of this brush, and I'm going to go into that shadow, and instead of starting at the corner of my eye, I'm actually going to start putting this shadow in the very center of my eye. So as you can see, I'm just starting kind of low. I don't want to go too high. And then I'm working my way over to the other sides of the lid. You really want to contain this part of the eyeshadow because it has shimmer, and I'm trying to keep all the shimmer below the crease. Now that you have the rose gold on your eyelid, I'm just taking this really fluffy brush and I'm starting to blend that upwards so that it doesn't get too high up because we kept it below the crease, but you don't want a harsh line, so I'm just gonna blend so that goes seamlessly together. Next, I'll be taking a very flat brush and I will be dipping it into this really pretty Java color. This is what the color looks like. It's just this really nice brown tone. So I'm gonna dip that brush into the brown tone, and I'm actually gonna create a very, very subtle wing. So you're just going to very lightly start to draw out towards your brow. And you really don't have to be, you know, exact or perfect with this wing. This is really going to be cleaned up once we do the rest of our makeup, so even if you make a mistake, it's really no big deal. You can bring it through and kind of smudge that lash line. Taking that brush again, I am just going to go over my bottom lash line right underneath. If you feel like it looks a little bit too intense, you can take a domed brush that has no product on it and you can just lightly start to blend out what you just did. This is just going to create a little bit more of a diffused look. Alright, just to make sure you don't have any eye makeup below, you can always just take like a little towel right underneath your eyes just to make sure. And this is also going to be a great way for you to clean up any eyeliner that didn't go where you want it. I'm going to go in with my NARS Soft Matte Concealer again, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of this under my eyes. Once you have your under eyes concealed, you can go ahead and conceal any other spots on your face. I always love to spot conceal because the less concealer and foundation you have on your face, the better to achieve a more glowy minimal look. For this look, I wanted to go in with my Bare Minerals Original Powder Foundation. I think that this is one of the best powder foundations on the market to date. It's just so good, and I always come back to it. I like to just put a really thin layer all over my face. It gives such a glowy, airbrushed finish, but it doesn't take away the luminosity in your skin, and it really does look super natural. If you have any stubborn blemishes, you can always take a little brush and dip it into the powder and then spot conceal over top. Because I'm a super oily person, I like to set my face on top of that powder, but if you have dry skin, you can totally skip this step. I'm gonna take my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm gonna set my under eyes and all over my face. For bronzer, I'm using one of my favorites. This is what it looks like. It is the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powder, and this is in the shade Bronze 01. One tip that I have for bronzer that I always mention on my Instagram is that you should try to put your bronzer a little bit higher up. This is really gonna lift your face. And I know that contouring is like super in and a lot of people do that, but for me, I just think that it's way more flattering if you keep it up high. Next, I'm gonna go in with a powder blush. This is Naughty and Spice by Nude Sticks, one of my favorite products that I have discovered this year. And I just take a little bit of this cream blush on my finger, and I just start to tap that on the upper part of my cheek. With blush, I kind of have the same technique. I like to keep it higher up on my face. When you put your blush down here, it can really drag your face down. It really depends on your face shape. So if you're someone that has really awesome cheekbones that go out to here, then that's awesome. But for me, I try to keep it a little bit higher up because it lifts my face. If you need to, you can always take a brush and just kind of lightly tap that area. This is really gonna help this blend in, but this product is very easy to blend, and I didn't know if I'd be able to use it over powder products, but it works really well. Today I am going in with the Laura Mercier Candle Glow Sheer Perfecting Powder. This is one of my favorite natural looking highlighters. It doesn't have a ton of glitter in it or anything. It really does just give you that glow from within look. It kind of gives you that glass skin appearance. And for a more minimal makeup look, I think it just matches the whole aesthetic versus one of those more blinding highlighters. For brows and lashes, I'm gonna keep it super simple. I've been using this lash serum by Lilash, and I'm pretty impressed. I've been doing it for 45 days and my eyelashes have definitely grown significantly, so I actually don't feel like I need to use falsies. And then for my eyebrows, I had a couple of little bald spots, but I used their brow serum and those have been growing in. They actually gave me a discount code, which I left in the description box. I'm seriously blown away by their products. Like, I have before and after pictures, so I'll be posting those this week, but seriously, wow. For my brows, I'm going to be using the Vivienne Sabo Brow Pencil. You can pick this up at Walmart. It is so affordable. I'm actually really impressed by her brow products. I feel like they perform so well. They're really pigmented, so a little goes a really long way. I usually just fill my brows in at this very top arch point, and then I bring it down just slightly to give a little bit of definition. I always use eyebrow gel. I cannot do my makeup without it. This is the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter, and it is one of my absolute favorite eyebrow gels. Next, I'm going in with the Benefit Roller Lash. Make sure when you do your mascara for this look that you don't do too many coats of mascara. When I'm doing a more minimal look, I like to keep the mascara kind of at one coat max. I think that sometimes we get a little carried away, me included, so I've been trying to do a little bit less mascara, and I love the way it's looking. For this look, I decided to go with a bold berry lip. This is the Laura Mercier Extreme Matte Lipstick. I love this formula. It lasts all day. You can eat and drink, and this will not come off your lips. For setting spray, I'm gonna be using the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day Setting Spray. I love this. I have very oily skin, and this helps my makeup stay for hours. Alright guys, this is the finished look. If any of you end up trying this look, be sure to tag me in a photo on Instagram this holiday season. It makes me so excited when I see my looks recreated on you guys. I'm going to be linking everything in the description box, so if you're curious about any of the makeup items in this tutorial, you can find everything down there. Don't forget to head to my Instagram, just Hannah with the lipstick, and enter my monthly giveaway. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, be sure to do that on your way out. It's just that red subscribe button down below. It really helps out my channel, and I would love for you to be part of this community. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next tutorial.